everyone. This is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. My dog is a little barky today, so we might have some barks as the reading is going on here. Thank you for joining me today. Today's reading is called What Their Biggest Regret Is About You, okay? And as I was working through, I basically set the stage, get all my oracle cards shuffled. I find a song that I want to listen to channel the energy of the reading before I start. And I just wanted to say that there was a name that came through as I was shuffling, and that name is Josh. So if one of you has an ex named Josh, and you're wondering if they regret what they did to you and they did you dirty, or the breakup was very challenging and hard and painful, that name came to me as I was shuffling and getting ready for this reading. So that is a message for someone out there. And if you can claim that message, please go ahead and leave that in the comments. But I do feel like this person is suffering without you. And I do feel like they, I do feel like they're getting theirs, basically, okay? I do feel like their karma, they are getting theirs for what they did, and they are in pain as well, even if it seems like that's not the case. Now, that isn't a reason to go back to someone, but I just wanted to put that out there in case some of you, if it's just a message that my guides were, and also too, if somebody has the initials JH or Josh H, take that times 1,000, okay? So let's go ahead. We are going to look at what their biggest regret is about losing you. Why are they the biggest loser ever for letting you go? Okay, all right. And as I was shuffling your guys' oracle cards out here, I was listening to She Bangs by Ricky Martin. So I do feel like a lot of you, this person still thinks about you. They still know you're a firecracker. They still want you. There's still, that's my dog. There's still a lot of energy, sexual energy, I feel, coming from this as well, from this reading, okay? And we will have an extended reading. Well, we will go to Vimeo. And in the extended reading, which you can click the description box below, we are going to go into what their best outcome, what your person's best outcome is considering this situation. Like what's the best that they could hope for, what their intentions are now when it comes to you, and then advice from your guides regarding this situation, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. And before we start, hey, sorry everyone. Sorry there. I had to tell my dog to stop barking, okay? So I have the door open. Usually I don't have the window open. But anyway, back to the reading. As my friend would say, back to you in the studio. So what we want to focus on tonight then is what's their biggest regret about you. And for those of you that would like a private reading, there is a link below, not a link below, but information below on how to request a private reading with me. I am open for private readings now. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can find details on how to do that below. And if you're curious about what decks I read with and which decks are my favorite, there's also a listing of the different decks and books, tarot books, that I also like to read and work with as well. Okay guys, let's go ahead and get into it. Welcome new subscribers. Thank you also for being here. To all new and old subscribers and those who are just passing through, I hope you will come again. Okay. So our piles we have 3 different piles, which you can click the description box below to go directly to your pile. You can also watch more than one pile if you have more than one person on your mind. Okay, so we have the first pile, which is the raw emerald, pile number 1 for the raw emerald. We have pile number 2, which is the smoky quartz, okay? And we have pile number 3, which is the serpentine stone, okay? So we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the reading, everyone. Whew, spicy energy tonight. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the raw emerald, this beautiful chunk of raw emerald resonating with the heart chakra. Our question tonight is what their biggest regret is and why they're such a loser for letting you go. No, I'm just kidding. But we will look at what their biggest regret is about losing you. In the extended reading, you can click the Vimeo link below, which we will go into their best outcome and your best outcome given this situation. What are their intentions now and advice from your guides, okay? So if you want to join me on the extended, you can feel free to do that after this reading. But let's go ahead and get into it. For my pile number 1s, spirits, angels, and guides, please be with me today as I channel the information for pile number 1 regarding their person and what their biggest regret is in this beautiful raw emerald to anchor us in. Okay, thank you so much. Whew, we have the Canary Spirit, Sing Your Own Song number 12. Okay, so I'm getting that some of you here could be Pisces or Aquariuses, or they could be, but I do think that they are, missing how you just go to the beat of your own drummer and how you just do your own thing and sing your own song, make your own music, regardless of what's going on around you, and you never let your crown fall off. Like, you don't mind if you look silly or you look a fool, you just keep doing what you're doing. And some of you could be musically inclined as well, and I think that they really miss that about you, because if they're with someone new, I get the feeling this person is not as talented or creative as you, pile number 1. All right. We have love obsession. I watch you while you sleep. You don't know this, but you look like an angel. So you could be a very gorgeous sleeper. You could have some really sexy pajamas, or you could just look like an angel, walk like an angel, but she or he is the devil in disguise, right? So I think your person probably misses cuddling you and sleeping with you. I think here too. Oh boy. And if you were wondering if they miss the sex, they sure do. It says, you let me violate you. You let me desecrate you. You let me penetrate you. You let me complicate me. Help me. I broke apart my insides. Help me. I've got no soul to tell. My whole existence is flawed. You've got me closer to God. Okay, so this is a song called Closer by 9 Inch Nails. So you probably left this person, you probably took them to orgasmic heights and then left them sleeping in the pile of their own sweat. And I do feel like they missed that sex that you two had together. I feel like the universe is punishing me for how I treated you. Karma. Absolutely it is. Paul, Steve, Bob, Ryan, Ted. Yes, it is punishing you. Sorry, all of a sudden I just got very mean girl and started a long call out of names there. But the universe is punishing Brad for what they did to you, pile number 1. That is true. What do you even see in me? Good question. So you could have been like this angel, this sexy angel who has your own vibe, does your own thing, goes to the beat of your own drum. And this person, I think, has hidden insecurity issues. They're like, what do you even see in me? I want to feel that way again. So they want to feel that intimacy and that closeness and that sense of, collapsing with one another like a sweaty mess, legs and arms entwined, and just feeling peaceful after just screwing your brains out. I think they want to feel that way again. I don't think they're feeling that way. I am not available, okay? So that could have been part of the reason why the connection didn't work out, is that they were not emotionally available or open. And I actually feel like they could have been more emotional with you, pile number 1, than they were with anyone in their past. And I feel like because of what happened between you and them, they are no longer available, like emotionally available in the connections that they are currently having, okay? So, and that's their own fault. That's their own fault. Sorry, right? Vacation time, you guys could have had some amazing trips together. You could have really enjoyed it. You could have gone to the ocean. You could have had plans to take a trip together. You could have found really cool ways to unwind together and help get this person out of their routine. It ain't happening that way for them anymore. Emptiness, yeah, they ain't they're not feeling that way anymore. Now everything is cold. I am not available. Now they're cold and lonely. It's kind of their fault, pile number one, is what I'm getting here. Like, and I think pile number one, you're a nice person. You're like, well, you know, I did some things wrong too. I can admit that. I feel that energy coming from you. But at the same time, I think this person is still like, I think they're having kind of a woe is me party about this, but they're not really facing their own shit, okay? So we have child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. Okay, so this is your dance to your beat of your own drum. This is you stepping out. This is you feeling the rhythm of life. Some of you maybe dance or create or very creative people, and this is a highly attractive quality in you. And you know, you can't, creation energy is unique to our soul. They can't find that in other people. They can't just go out to fucking target and replicate that, pile number one. Like, you are a unique person in and of yourself, all right? We have exiled. Oh yeah, this person feels locked out of paradise. They keep knocking on heaven's door, but they're not getting in. Not getting in, not today, honey. It says exiled, illusion of separation, disconnect, and isolation. I do feel like your person feels a lot of emptiness without you. I don't feel like they have the closeness that they had, even if they are in new connections. I feel like they just don't have the same closeness. It's not there. You can't just replicate things, right? We can't replicate you, pile number one. You're unique to you. Ooh, and I was feeling this Scorpio energy. I almost said it too, when I saw this emptiness card here. Scorpio, I transform. So this relationship really is making your person transform. Now they could be moon, sun, rising, Venus in Scorpio, or you could be, or just have those Scorpio tendencies of sometimes self-sabotaging connections and not really, you know, and I do think your person is kind of numb now, even if they are with someone else. I see that they're having interactions with someone here sexually, but I don't feel like they're really enjoying it that much, and I don't feel like the connection is there for them, all right? So I think that's what's going on here. And they're trying to, I see them, they feel like a child who's been kicked out of their home almost. They're like, let me back in, you know, and they have flowers here and they're looking up like they're praying. So I do think that, you know, and I just keep getting the word praying mantis, like the praying mantis like eats the head off, the female praying mantis eats the head off of the male when they mate. Like, you could have literally made this person feel that way when you kick them out of your life. They probably deserved it. You know, you don't get the red door closing in your face for nothing here. So this person, I feel like they a lot of times have contemplated showing up, asking for your forgiveness. They can see that so many changes are happening for you, pile number one, behind the door, behind the veil, and they have been kicked out of paradise, and they don't get to be a witness to your transformation and your comeback. Sorry, sweetie. Woo, pile number one. You guys are over here owning it. This could be a Scorpio Aquarius connection. I'm also feeling Gemini energy in here. Let me see what else I feel as we get going. The red door there, that's very Aries to me too. So Scorpio Aries. Let's go ahead. I mean, if there's going to be a pissing match, between a Scorpio and an Aries, that's a day I wouldn't want to... That's a day I wouldn't want to live for, all right? So let's see. What is their biggest regret regarding my pile number ones? What is their biggest regret regarding my pile number ones? Ooh, how much fun they had with you. 9 of Cups. They're like, God damn, we had fun. There's the High Priest, so there could be Taurus energy in this pile too. There could be Taurus Scorpio energy in this pile, but they're like, damn baby, we had fun. And some of you might be kind of on the thicker side, and if you are, you know, I'm right there with you. I'm a curvy girl too, ladies. Or boys, you might be curvy too. Boys can be curvy as well. But I feel like this person really misses your body. They really miss slapping that ass and watching it jiggle. You know what I'm saying? Like they really miss just watching you walk around naked. I definitely feel like this person had some good times with you, some hearty meals, some good food, some celebrations. I feel like you brought them into the fold with your friends as well. And you brought interesting good things into their life. And they're kind of a curmudgeon at times, maybe. And I think that you kind of brought them out of your shell, out of their shell. And, you know, and I think that they thought there was going to be a long-term commitment with you and there was future happiness there. And I think it could have been a very strong sting to them when they figured out that wasn't going to be the case. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what is their biggest regret about this connection. The Fool, that they had to completely start over. I think they lost a lot in the connection. And you know what, King of Wands on the bottom of the deck, they could have stepped out on you and done something really foolish and really stupid, and you caught them, pile number one, and you're like, I don't think so. Like, and if they did do that, I feel they are deeply regretful about it. I definitely feel like they were scared to start over and start off on their own. I don't think they wanted to do that. I think they wanted to run right back to you here. Some of them could have had an animal, or you could have had a dog, or they had a dog and they were sad about that too. But I definitely feel like they had to completely start over. And because you guys could have had a lot of plans together. You could have been living together here with the Hierophant and the Nine of Cups. You guys could have had the promise of like a very happy life together. And then all of a sudden it was stripped away with the Fool, and this person had to completely start over. Ooh, I'm starting to feel a little sorry for them, but they need to back off. Can you guys hear the sirens going in the background right now? That's Archangel Michael. Probably broke up this connection because this person was a dick. All right, Two of Pentacles. So this person was juggling. They were acting really dumb. They weren't covering their tracks. They were not giving you a full picture of what was going on in their life. I think that they were trying to juggle things around to kind of make things look like they were better than they were, but they weren't. All right, so this person could have had issues with addiction. They could have had issues with lying. I also feel too. So we're saying, what is their biggest regret? Well, and I think that they had to basically you know, they had to juggle a lot of stuff. I feel like when the relationship ended too, like even financially, there could have been some hits that they took here as well. What's their biggest regret? Their biggest regret is they didn't stop you when you were leaving, that they were so engrossed in, you know, what their next move was, what their next plan was. I think they wanted to, Eight of Wands. I think that they were focusing their attention on something else. And I think one of their biggest regrets is they didn't just talk to you when they had the chance, that they were fooling around with other shit, doing other shit, and they didn't take the chance to talk to you when they should have. Okay, and that's their bad, pile number one. Okay, so actually I wasn't, the Tower just flipped out of my hand. I was just about ready to say, why are they the biggest loser for letting you go? I think it's like, you know, you could have let them go as well, pile number one. Like, you could have been like, this doesn't work for me. And I feel like, you know, it could have been divine intervention there. Whenever you see the Tower, that's like your guides, your angels stepping in to say, nah, you know? So I definitely think that this was a big, and people around you guys could have been surprised that this happened because they thought that you guys were going to be together longer, or that this could actually take shape into something else. And for those of you that were in a really like living with someone or kind of like on the path towards marriage, I feel like this was very shocking to people. But I also feel that you had the support of people around you. They were like, you know, this sucks for you, but you're going to be okay. We got you, Queen of Cups. We're going to take care of you. We're going to make sure you're okay. And I feel like at the end of the day, you are okay, pile number one. I feel like you can stay detached in this situation and look on with what's happening. And I actually feel like you kind of still have, you're not like totally bitter to this person completely with the Queen of Cups here. I do feel like you can kind of stand back and look at this situation with more compassion than you did in the past. Yeah, Ace of Cups. I think you can see why things happened the way that they did, and I think you're definitely finding peace or will find peace regarding this situation, okay? And honest to God, pile number one, they are missing your love and affection. I think this person probably had a very traumatic or challenging childhood, or they've been going through something very traumatic lately, and I think that basically you're like, you know, you're like the Band-Aid on their soul, you know? You're like the candy, you're like the honey on their tongue. You're like the candy and their little piece of candy that they found in their pocket when they're having a bad day. And then they're like, oh, he or she gave me a little piece of candy to sweeten my day, you know? Like that's you to this person, pile number one. And so I do feel like they just don't have the emotional love and support that they had when they were with you. And I think they realize that they have lost that. And that is a huge regret for them, pile number one. That's a huge regret. So let's go and see. Let's get one more card. Spirit, can I have one more card here to close out this reading here? Can I have one more card here? We have Justice. Yeah, that's kind of what we have. Lovers on the bottom of the deck. So I do think that this was very hard for you to kind of walk away from. You could still feel pulled back to this at times because of your loving and caring nature, pile number one. And this could have involved a Libra and a Gemini here. I said Gemini earlier as well, but I do think you're holding your ground. I do think we had that karma card that came up. I feel punished for I feel the universe is punishing me for how I treated you, karma. Yeah, you don't even really have to do anything, pile number one. I just feel that your absence from this person's life is triggering to them, okay? Like you don't have to have any revenge schemes. You don't have to do any of that. And I don't really feel like you're into that anyway. I think the universal law of karma, of action and reaction is in play here. And I think that your absence is a big, tear in the matrix for this person. Okay. So, and I definitely feel like we could keep going on this, and I will in the extended reading. We will look at what they hope the outcome is to be in this situation. What are their intentions? And then advice from your guides, okay? So thank you so much, pile number one. I hope you enjoyed your reading, my dears. You guys are badasses, pile number one. Don't forget that, okay? You guys have great energy. I loved it. Let's go ahead and get ready for pile number two. All right, so pile number two. My beautiful pile number twos, you chose the Smoky Quartz. I love this huge hunk of Smoky Quartz. It's great for root chakra. It's great for grounding. It's excellent, okay? So let's go ahead, and I've held this in my hand many times when I've been channeling, so this is a very comfortable stone here for me. So let's go ahead and get into it. We are asking, what is their biggest regret about you? And then we are also asking, why are they the biggest loser for letting you go? No, I'm just kidding. We might ask that. In the extended reading, which you can click below, we will go to Vimeo and we will find out what is the best outcome here given this situation, what are their intentions, and then advice from your guides, okay? So join me on the extended reading if you feel so inclined. But with that, let's go ahead. Spirits, angels, and guides, please clear my energy from pile number one and let me connect to the energy of my pile number twos. Thank you so much. All right. Whew. Bobcat, life is a mystery, number 8, okay? So I do think it could have been very confusing for this person when you left them. It could have thrown them into a state of confusion. I've definitely felt my lungs tighten up as I was starting your reading, definitely throat chakra energy. This person probably felt like they didn't get to say everything they wanted to say, all right? It says, if you are not careful, I will lose interest and ghost you. Show your interest, okay? So this could involve a Scorpio here with the number 8, but I also think that, there's a lot of mystery in this situation with your pile number 2, and you could have ghosted or they could have ghosted, and they still have no fucking idea why it happened, pile number 2, okay? It says here, oh, someone could have some bad habits, and that's kind of what's going on. here it says, my smoking's killing me, my diet's killing me, my heels are killing me, my shopping's killing me, my ego is killing me, can't sleep, it's killing me, my label's killing me, kick drum, don't tell me what to fucking do by Don't Fucking Tell Me What to Do by Robin, okay? That's the name of the song. So I definitely think that this could be an ego thing with your person too, where they're like, I don't want to be the first one to reach out, you know, like they could be playing that kind of thing. But the problem is they miss everything about you. They miss your sense of humor. They miss your style. They miss the way you communicate. This person could be a Scorpio but have Gemini energy or vice versa here. I also feel Sagittarius and Leo in this pile. We'll see what else I get for signs as well. But the ironic thing is they could have ghosted you and now they're like, but wait, I miss you. And you're just not having it, okay? It says, I fantasize about you all the time. Nobody knows how to seduce me like you. This person could be talking to new people, but they're not, like, nobody's going to measure up to you, pile number 2. They keep fantasizing about the sex that you had or the times that you shared together or the laughs that you had together. Some of them really enjoyed your irreverent personality as well, is what I'm getting. And so they are killing themselves. They're not killing themselves, but they are kicking themselves over what happened here, is what I feel. I will wait for a sign from you. What a bunch of pansies, right? Like they're trying to be all mysterious over here. They're ghosting you, but there's such a pussy, pile number 2. And I mean that, I mean, pussies are strong, so I'm not trying to say anything here, but they're not stepping up to the plate. It's 8:08 on my clock right now. They're not stepping up to the plate. They miss everything about you, but they're sitting there sucking their thumb in the corner like, I'm waiting for a sign, you know? I lost myself for a little while. Yeah, I do feel like this person became very confused about this connection, and it could be because they have all of this going on. My smoking is killing me, my diet's killing me, my ego is killing me, I can't sleep, it's killing me. I mean, 2020 is a very rotten year, so it could be they just, you know, they lost themselves. And I feel like they could have ghosted you, pile number 2, or maybe you ghosted them because they weren't showing any interest, right? And now they're like, you know, now they're like crapping themselves in the corner like, what did I just do? Repeat, same story, different day, right? Well, pile number 2's person, if you want things to be different, then you shouldn't go around ghosting the people that are interested in you. All right, so this person's trying to get healing. You could be trying to get healing from this connection, but I feel like this person doesn't, like, they've dug themselves into a hole. They're doing the same thing every day, and they're not like having much joy in their life. And I do feel like you brought that sense of mystery, that quality that they just can't find in other people, okay? We have messenger, Sirius energy, bringing harmony and balance. So there could have been a lot of fun communication between you guys. This could also be Gemini, Libra energy. But there could have been this fun communication that you guys shared, and they're just not going to find that. They're not going to find that with any person. We have liberation, power, fulfillment, and self-attainment. Yeah, I do think you were like the holy grail to them, pile number 2, because you are these things. You are a very liberated person. You're very free. You could look like your favorite color could be blue, or you could have blue hair is what I'm seeing here. But I'm definitely seeing you like, I see you being resolute and unfazed by the fact that this person did to you. You're like, I'm gonna keep on keeping on, motherfuckers. Sorry, I'm swearing a lot in this reading, but you're like, I am going to keep on keeping on, and whatever, you know, this person is doing, they can just take a beat, okay? So I see you doing that. Yeah, we have sun in spirit. Okay, so I mentioned Leo earlier. We have sun energy here, card number 1. I think you're very independent and liberated, and I think this person enjoyed that about you. They enjoyed that you were so independent. You had your own way of thinking, you had your own way of doing things, and this person feels like their day-to-day life is just boring. Like they can't even sleep at night, pile number 2. So they got a long way to go here. All right, Sun was on the bottom of the deck, and there it is right there too. So I think you brought a lot of joy and pep and vivaciousness into this person's life. And I think that now, like, all they do is the same thing every day. It could be Virgo energy here, just hermit energy, doing the same thing every day. It's like, they don't really have that excitement is missing, is what I feel here without you. You're the most colorful in this reading. I mean, all of this is kind of droll, and I feel like you're the most colorful person here. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's their biggest regret about losing you. What is their biggest regret? Some of them wish they would have told you that they missed you and how they truly felt is what I'm getting here too. What's their biggest regret? Seven of Pentacles, that they're bored, they're sitting there, I feel like this person has enough financially, or that they have a decent enough job and they've got a decent enough place to live, but they're bored as hell, okay? They're bored as hell, and it's like life really isn't that exciting. I feel like they're a big old snore fest, or a big old blah is going on, and they're just like not into it, you know? They could be trying to move on and find interest elsewhere, but life has lost its luster for this person, I feel. What's their biggest regret here? King of Pentacles. Yeah, they're like, I should have had some balls in this situation, or ovaries in this situation. I should have stepped up, and I should have, like, instead of hanging back, you know, just like, woe is me, I'm just gonna hang back and sit here and do nothing. I should have made a move on you. I should have made the right move on you. I should have been like, do you want to go out to dinner? Do you want to spend time together? I should have been more consistent with you. I should have spent more time finding out who you are. I should have been more responsible, okay? And then maybe I wouldn't be sitting here by myself with plenty around me, but feeling like crap, okay? The Five of Wands just fell out. I definitely feel like this person could have lost confidence too when it came to you. They could have thought that you had a lot of other people chasing you. Yeah, the Nine of Swords was just trying to flip out of my hand here. So I definitely feel like they could have felt like competition, that you had other people that were more exciting than them, and that you could have been interested in other people, and that's why they kept hanging back and holding back and sitting on the sidelines, because they felt like maybe you looked at them as an option. And I think they let their own thoughts get the best of them here, pile number two. I really think that. We have the Strength card. Yeah, it's like they forgot how to persevere in situations. We have Leo energy in this pile a lot. The cat energy, bobcat spirit, life is a mystery. You know, I think that they forgot how to basically like own their shit, stand tall, and you know, and I think that they had a sense that probably you could actually like tame the beast. You could actually kind of get them under your control or spell without doing very little, with just being the person that you are. And that could have been kind of frightening to them, or caused them to worry a little bit, is what I see here. Okay, so what is their biggest regret? What is their biggest regret? I think that you could tame their souls a little bit here too. I do see, like, you know, COVID's been hard for people, even people who have jobs and are doing okay financially. It's like, you know, there's not a lot to do. People go crazy. They can't go into the office. They get bored and they stay up at night. They have insomnia, etc. You could have like actually made them feel like something new and exciting was happening in their day, and actually they could actually sleep next to you and get some rest next to you. And I think that they just, you know, they didn't treat the connection with the respect that it deserves here with the Seven of Swords. And I think that they know that they should have just, you know, they should have just gotten down on their knees in front of you and been like, okay, anything, you know, like, I want you, and I'm gonna let my pride, I'm gonna let my ego go a little bit here, and I'm gonna let my pride go, and I'm gonna approach you, even if I feel like, you know, you're not gonna be interested or you have other options, okay? So I definitely feel like this person is regretting, like, not having enough moral fortitude or character to really approach you in the proper way here. And I do think that their life has lost luster because of it. Tower. Yeah, like I don't think that they don't really feel, they would give you an offer here, pile number 2. They would want to kind of start over and do things the right way, but I think that they feel 7 of Swords in the Tower, that they messed up too much. And I think that they're just like, you know, pile number 2 is moving on. They're not even going to be into my bullshit anymore. And that's probably quite true, pile number 2. I mean, we have the Tower here. The Tower came up in the last reading, actually. So I definitely feel like it was it's not like this connection meant nothing to them. If that's what you thought, or they ghosted you and you were thinking, oh, this connection means nothing to them, they don't even care. That isn't true at all. That's not what I'm seeing in this reading. I think that they were very affected by this, okay? So let's go ahead and see. What is their biggest regret, Spirit? What is their biggest regret about losing out on this connection? Yeah, I feel like for them, they never really get that far with people. It's like there's always some shady ass undercurrent going on, and they never really get to the point of where they can really have true happiness with someone. And you know, it's fall now in the northern hemisphere, and the weather is getting colder, and it's nice to have someone to snuggle with and spend time with, and you know, because the world's on fire and shit's been crazy. And I think that, you know, this person could find some of that in you, like some peace and some, you know, connection, right? But they screwed it all up. They always ruin their chances at happiness, I feel, with the Tower and 4 of Wands. Like they always ruin it. They always, you know, they just can't let the connection be what it is and grow naturally and, you know, put their energy out towards it. All right. And I feel like, and for some of you, I do feel like you could have been living with this person, or you could have had a place with them in the city. And I do think that their actions caused you to walk away from them and leave. And I do feel like this person's feeling pretty lonely. All right. I do feel like they're pretty messed up about this, honestly, pile number 2. All right. And that's not, you know, necessarily a reason you're going to run back to them or anything, but I do think something could have happened. All right. Something could have happened. I feel they're having some upset around where they're living or what they're going to do next. Honestly, I feel like they are kind of suffering karma as a result of the way they've been acting in their life. Like not very responsibly is what I'm getting. Okay. Now let's see what else. What is their biggest regret? 7 of Wands. Yeah, that they didn't really even, you know, they spent more energy fighting you off and kicking this connection to the curb than they actually spent being in it and feeling it. Like they could have just had fun and been friends and gone with it and seen where it gone, but they didn't even have, I think their ego honestly got in the way here as well too. We have the sun coming up a lot in this reading as well. So I do feel like they spent a lot of time fending off their feelings, fending off their connection, and telling themselves, I don't need this. I don't need anything. All right. Paris is burning. I don't need any of this. All right. I do feel like they could have, you know, told them things like Rome wasn't built in a day, like this connection isn't going anywhere. I do feel like they could have been making up excuses as well. Pile number 2. All right. So that's what I'm seeing. I think they do miss you. I miss everything about you. I fantasize about you all the time. They are very regretful as well. Pile number 1 was also regretful. So we are going to, on the extended reading, we are going to go ahead and look at what is the best outcome given this situation? What are their intentions? And then advice from your guides, okay? So thank you so much, my pile number 2s. I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. I hope that was illuminating for you, all right? So let's go ahead and get into it. Pile number 3. Pile number 3, you chose the Serpentine stone. Thank you for coming to your reading. And today's reading is called, What is their biggest regret about losing you? And we may also ask, why are they the biggest loser for letting you go? Just kidding. I keep saying that in every pile, and I'm like, I should really do a reading on that. But in the extended reading, we will be looking at, if you want to go to my Vimeo channel for the extended reading, we will be looking at the best outcome given this scenario, what are their intentions, and then advice from your guides regarding this situation, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it for my pile number 3s. I feel like, for some reason, I feel like playing with my hair right now. So maybe they miss your hair and your style and the way that you carry yourself, or running their fingers through your hair. So let's go ahead and get into it. Spirits, angels, and guides, please clear my energy from piles number 1 and 2 and drop me into the energy of pile number 3, please and thank you. All right, pile number 3, let's get into it. So what is their biggest regret about losing you? And at the beginning of this video, I mentioned the name Josh because I was channeling that name before I started this video. And I didn't mention this in any of the other piles, but if any of you had a Josh in your life, then know that this person really misses you and they are really getting theirs for what happened, okay? So I just felt the need to mention that again. Let's go ahead and get into it. What is their biggest regret? Ooh. Yeah. Wasp. Sometimes life stings. All right. Number 64. Ooh, pile number 3. They are feeling that sting. They are feeling that burn. All right. Your eyes set my soul on fire. I feel like I've known you before. We knew so much happiness then. Past life connection. So there is a past life connection, and that's probably why sometimes when you have a past life connection with you, when shit goes wrong, it really, really hurts. Like it hurts. And I think that that's what this person, your ex, for some of you here, or this person is thinking. Like it did sting them. Ho. Oh my gosh. So funny. We had 9-inch nails in pile number 1, but a totally different song. So you guys got a 9-inch nails song called Something I Can Never Have. And it says, I still recall the taste of your tears, echoing your voice just like the ringing in my ears. My favorite dreams of you were ashore. You make this all go away. I'm down to one last thing and I'm starting to scare myself. Okay? So this person, you have haunted this person, as Stevie Nicks would say. I'll follow you down to the sound and my voice will haunt you. You'll never get away from the woman that loves you. All right? So, I just felt chills go through me. Maybe some of you were doing some spell work as too here, or they were doing spell work. But I definitely feel like this is a deep one, pile number 3. Third eye chakra. Yeah, there it is. We want to, with the third eye chakra, look deeper through the eyes of your counterpart to see both sides of the story and eliminate victim consciousness. So third eye chakra, there could have been a very strong psychic connection between you two. Like when one person thought of one thing, the other person thought of one thing, very strong. For those of you that have a connection to Josh, like the fact that that name came through to me so strong, I think that's also, if that's your name or there's a J name here, then that's a testament to the fact of how strong this connection was. All right. So I am addicted to your love and attention. Geez, pile number 3. They are still addicted to you. They are still feeling you. I know that I crossed the line with you. Ooh, I felt that. I felt that in my heart chakra. I did. I felt that chills go down my arms with that. Definitely that this person's feeling the repercussions of their actions. Sometimes life stings. They crossed the line. You were the best thing in my life. Ooh. Yeah, this person is deeply regretting what they did. We have closed off, but it came out reversed. So I think that this person understands that you're not going to give them another chance, that they blew it with you. I think they wish it could be different, honestly. And I do think that, this is a door that maybe some of you wish you hadn't had opened with this person. All right, because it was, shattered, chaos, and damage, because this was fucked up, pile number 3. This was not cool. Like what happened here, what they did. I'm also getting, I just have to say, a Native American vibe. So if you or this person was Native American, I do feel, I feel your spirits coming in this reading, and I definitely feel the strength there, and that's coming through. And I just needed to mention that. Okay. But, shattered, chaos, damaged, and feeling closed off. Yeah, like this person is still in it. They are still hurting. We have you are not alone, isolation, physical connection, and community. I feel like this is your guides, and I just got chills saying that. And you can see the connection here in the electricity. There's a lot of electricity in your pile number 3. I definitely feel like your guides are stepping up to help you through this, because I think that this experience was very challenging for you, but it was a portal to your evolution, all right? This person is still addicted to you. We have attachment, accumulation, defensiveness, and scarcity, right? So this person could have been jealous or controlling while hiding certain things from you is also what I'm seeing here. But I do feel like there is this energy of selfishness in this connection, pile number 3. I'm not going to lie. I love dragons, okay? I also see this as a dragon protecting you, protecting your gold, protecting your treasure as well. But I do think that in this context, this person could have been very selfish with you is what I'm getting. Selfish energy. 11th house, friends. Okay. So yeah, there could be Aquarius energy in this pile. I've been getting a lot of Aquarius and Scorpio energy for some reason. The fixed signs are really in here tonight. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and why can I think of the Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and why do I keep thinking of Gemini? I'm missing one. Anyway, no, maybe there's just 3. There's just 3. I don't know. Like when I'm channeling, I forget things. So I think that things that I know. But anyway, so I definitely feel like this is your guides coming through to reassure you that this is going to be okay. And I think if this set you back financially in any way, or you feel like you made some difficult career decisions as a result of this person, or this connection had bigger ramifications in your life, pile number 3, I do feel like your friends are here to support you. You don't need to feel alone. You are not alone. And I do feel like your guides are stepping through really strongly here to support you in that as well. This person that you are with may feel very alone though, all right, because of what they did. And I think that they could be selfish. And not a lot of people want to be friends with a selfish pig, all right? Like not many people find that to be an attractive quality in a friend. So while this person is living high off the hog, it's not like they really have anyone to share it with, all right? That's really what I'm feeling here. And bless your guys' souls for being the light that you are, pile number 3. I just need to say that too, all right? Things will get better. I get by with a little help from my friends. So let's go ahead and, those just fell out, okay? So I definitely think that this person feels that they had a missed opportunity with you and they are all up in their head about it. I also felt like this was your energy too. And if you were thinking, I'm so broken up as a result of this and this really hurt, they also are now, they might not have shown that in the beginning. Like they might have just acted like whatever, who cares? But this is coming back to haunt them, pile number 3. It is, all right? And it's because it needs to. It's because it's part of their karmic journey. It's not, if you're worried like, oh, is it because something I did? I don't want to harm others. No, this is part of their karmic journey that I almost said Jeremy there. So there could be a Jeremy here, but this is part of their karmic journey is what I'm getting. All right. And I think that they know that they missed their opportunity with you and they're fucked up about it because this might be the last lifetime that they get to meet you, pile number 3. And that's a sad, sad thing. All right. This might be it, guys, for them. This might be their last time to really show up for you here. Okay. We have 2 of Swords. So we have Moon and Libra. We could have Libra energy in this pile. We have quite a bit of sword. We have 9 and 2 of Swords here. So we could have air energy in this pile. Also water, Cancer energy in this pile too. Moon and Cancer energy. But I definitely feel like this person tried to act like this wasn't a big deal and that they could just come to a decision, call the shots, and be done with it. It hasn't been that easy for them. It really hasn't. And Spirit's not letting them get over this. Yeah, and I definitely feel like they don't see how, like, I feel like they are confused in a way. Like, they're like, you know, I don't know what decisions I could have made to actually get what I wanted with this person. And I think that they're still not really understanding what they did here. And that's why this is still stinging them so hard, all right? Because they're not really quite getting the lesson yet, pile number 3. And I feel like they are like, well, how did this happen? You know, like they're upset about it. They know that they missed an opportunity, an amazing opportunity with you, and that you could have been the one for them here. But I definitely feel like they're still not seeing why it was that ultimately happiness keeps evading them. Why 2 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, why 9 of Swords, why is happiness continuing to evade them? And I don't think they have the answer to that yet. All right. And I think that that's been very frustrating for them. All right. And they are not as open to their guides and to their ancestors as you are. All right. And that's why they don't have the help that you do. So what are their biggest regrets about losing you here? 6 of Swords. I think that they didn't think that you would be able to move on and pick it up and move on like you did, or that you would get sick of their shit, or that it would just not be what you wanted, and that you would ultimately detach from this situation. I think it could have actually surprised them and put them in a bit of a tailspin when you went up and dipped out like you did, pile number 3, okay? So I think that that was your level of detachment after, you know, what went down between you was quite shocking to them. I feel like in a way here. What is their biggest regret? Yeah, their biggest regret is that they didn't stay and work on this situation with you, and they didn't stick around and put in the work that they should have, all right? And you were actually someone that they could work with. You were someone that could hold their energy, that could match point with them, and they regret not sticking around to do the work with you. They're like, I didn't show up like I should have, and I didn't do the work. All right. And if they don't have that yet, if they're in a space where they're still trying to blame everything on you, pile number 3, just know that they will get into that space. Okay. Just know that that's going to happen, and their guides are going to show them eventually what this is about. Okay. So what is their biggest regret about you? The Moon. Yeah. I mean, I feel like they are like, they could be a little bit scared too of you in a way, pile number 3, that like, you know, they know what they did, and they're like, you know, if mysterious things are happening to them that they have no explanation for, and they're having a run of bad luck. The Wheel of Fortune is also on the bottom of the deck here. They're having a run of bad luck, or things aren't going the way that they would expect them to go. I feel like they kind of know why. And also too, definitely Cancer energy in this pile. I do feel that they know that they're not going to have the love and support, and just, I do feel, pile number 3, that you were giving this person a lot of room to make mistakes and grow and, you know, act out their unconscious behaviors with you. All right. They're not going to find that in another person. Other people aren't going to be as open to that. And I do feel like it's because you guys shared this strong connection. I don't feel that they're going to find this in another person. They're just not. Okay. We have Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, they see yourself, they're trapped, 8 of Swords. They can't get out of, they can't see a brighter future for themselves, and they can't see how they can actually get to their success. This relationship also could be bad for their financial karma as well, as part of their karmic package that they're experiencing here, pile number 3. I think you're going to have a glow up with the Queen of Pentacles. I think you're going to get yourself together. You're going to work on your self-love. You're going to channel in abundance for yourself. I do think it's important for you, pile number 3, if this person impacted you financially in a negative way, or had negative financial karma attached to them because they don't know how to love themselves. I think it's very important that you do some kind of abundance spell work for yourself, or pay someone to do a spell for you like that. I have referrals if you guys want to know who could do that kind of work, but definitely do that, because I feel like they're not going to get to be a part of your future abundance and your life. And if this person had if there was some kind of idea that you would have a family together or grow together, that person is not going to have that dream, okay? They're not going to have that, and they will mourn that. It may feel like right now that they're not and they don't maybe care, but it's going to hit them. It's part of this karmic delivery package that I'm talking about, okay, pile number 3. So I want you to be secure in that knowledge and know that they will miss you. And we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy in this pile too. Know that they will miss that about you, the way that you took care, the way that you nurtured, the way that you were there for them, that you held space for them, okay? They're not going to find that with someone else. So love yourself always, my pile number 3s. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and take it to the extended reading where we will find out what is the best outcome given this situation, what are their intentions, and then advice from your guides, okay? So I hope to see you on the extended reading, my pile number 3s, and take care of yourself. Bless you.